So, first off, welcome to the Complete Entrepreneur community. This is my focus for the next year, and if that goes well, it will continue on past then. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about what to expect, what's in the community, and how to get the most out of it. So, I have, as you guys know, created mini products almost every other month for 2 years now. And if I look back at the people who bought them, it's the same people who buy my programs over and over and over again. Same people. And so I thought, we could save all of ourselves a lot of time and some money just by turning this into a community where I continue to put out really awesome products and programs every single month, but we're all in a community together, and we have some more focuses of it. So I want you to think of this community as a cruise ship for entrepreneurs. So you get on your cruise ship and you look at the itinerary and you say, "Oh wow, if we want, we can go to this show at this time, or we can go and do this at this time." And I'm going to really quickly open up our calendar just so you guys can and I know you guys haven't gotten into the community just yet, so don't worry if you don't see anything, if you haven't got an invite just yet. But let me just give you guys a little rundown as to what is there to expect over this month. So today, tomorrow, and Friday is what we're calling Vibe Codathon. And I'm going to be walking you guys through turning products into an asset, getting users on them, and selling them. Now, while there will be some over-the-shoulder coding, it's going to be, for those who choose to participate in this, it's going to be more so training on what we're doing. And then tonight, and I'm going to be right along with you, we're all going to have a little bit of homework, things that we need to do before the next one. Now, we do have tomorrow also a 2:00 agency coaching. So I don't care if you're selling AI bots, identity resolution, go high level. You could be selling anything. I don't care that your agency does. That's going to be at 2:00. It's going to be mainly a lot of Q&A, and then there might be some skill trainings that are taught in there as well. On Tuesday of next week, we're having a 2-part series called Product Market Fit. It's going to be really good. One of the things that I've gotten really good at in life is being able to create products and sell the crap out of them. And so I've come up with a good formula for this to help people find what their messaging is, and how to get messaging where if you just put this message in front of enough people, you're going to make money. A lot of people who have clients, they came through referrals network. They don't quite know how they got that client. They don't have a rinse and repeat method. That's what we're going to be focused on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday at 2:00, there will be another agency group coaching. Now, what if you're like, I can't make all these? That's okay. They're all going to be recorded, and it's going to be what fills up the classroom. All of the mini products that I've ever created are going to be moved into the member site, and you guys will have access to every single one of them. In addition, there are 3 new full courses that have already been recorded. I'm going through the editing of all of them, but you'll be able to see all of those coming. But you'll see we have these new courses. You'll see that they have this coloring here. The first one that you'll see come live probably tonight or tomorrow is this one on health. And this is going to walk people through my entire journey of what I've been doing for getting healthy, and my philosophies through it, as well as supplements and things like that I'm taking, because I feel like that is a core element to what's going to be in a part of this community. Then when it comes to the income, all of our income related coachings will be in here, but I've also got some neat stuff that's been recorded. The edits just haven't been finished, that will give you guys a lot of cool high level training that it doesn't matter if you're in the agency space or whatever it is you're trying to sell, it's going to help you. And then I've also got one about family dynamic relationships. So it's not, and also business connections. So it's not necessarily how to go get dates, but it's how to balance out the rest of our life. And the reason why this is all how I'm doing this community and why I'm calling it the Complete Entrepreneur is because I feel like In the beginning of my business, I was so focused on how can I make money? How can I make money? How can I make money that I've literally just that's all I focused on. And in 2017, I tapped it. I found a way to make a lot of money. I figured out how to do it online and so forth. And I was doing good that way. But you know what suffered in 2017, in the beginning of 2018, was family life. It wasn't until I learned how to build a business around the life that I want. And since then, I've had a very good family life business balance. But you know what wasn't doing good up until this past year? My health. I had just was getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And now that I've brought my health into check and I'm doing well that way, in fact, health has become the priority of my life, and my business and everything else circles around it. And I used to think that was selfish. I used to think it was selfish for me to put my health before the family. What I realized is that it's for my family, because when I'm healthy, I'm a better dad, I'm a better husband, I'm better in business. It feeds all my things. And I give you this example. When you get on an airplane and they are doing the safety check for your family, you know what they do? They say, hey, in the event of an emergency, put your mask on first. If you're holding a baby, then put it on your baby. And they do that because if you pass out, you can't help anyone. And so that's why health is the first course I even edited the videos on, because I feel personally like that is such a key thing. Sherry, make sure that, by the way, Tanner has access to this too, because I know he was going to come on this as well. The thing is that I was talking to a guy about a week ago, and I noticed one of the things. I said, you've bought so many of my programs over the last 4 years of my life. I don't know that I've ever seen you crush it with any of them. Can I ask you a personal question? Sure. What is your self-worth? Um, I don't know. He doesn't really view himself that great anymore. He used to be a coach. He used to do all these things. He's let his health go. He's gained weight. And I said, I feel like that comes off in your demeanor. I can just tell it. If you're trying to start a business, but you're scared to make content, you don't feel good about putting yourself out there. You're not in the right mindset. You don't have the right energies. You're not, it's going to be an uphill battle. It doesn't mean you can't do it, because I did it. I made money with it, but I'll tell you what, over the last year and a half, you'll notice my content. It went from me standing in whiteboards where you could see my full body to right here, because I was so paranoid about people seeing me from the shoulders down. I thought I was so embarrassed. Why do you think you haven't seen me at a Go High Level event? Well, this year we had kids, but why do you think you've never seen me at the Go High Level event? I was embarrassed as all get up. I was fat. I had this big old tire on my face. Everyone could see it in my face, but I was big. And so I truly believe that getting healthy is for our business, it's for our families, and you are the model for your company. You are the front end face of it. You are the actor for it. And you have to be. And if you're scared to put yourself out there, like I started to become, it's going to affect your revenue. And so I personally believe that needs to be a core focus of what we're going to be going through in some of our trainings. And by the way, you'll see on the calendar, you're going to see health class pops up where every week I'm going to be teaching something new in that class. Something that I'm doing. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm working with clinics now. We are doing all sorts of awesome stuff that's helping optimize our health and blood work and all this stuff. It's incredible, the things that we're doing. So I've started this peptide company, and when you start learning about supplementing for deficiencies and not just to supplement, you start actually figuring out what your body really needed, it makes all the world of the difference. So hopefully you guys are as excited about that as I am. Do me a favor, whether you're watching the replay of this because our emails sucked and it didn't land in people's inboxes, or whether or not you're watching the replay of this, leave a comment and let me know in this community what you are most pumped about. The growing your income or your health. Because I feel like those are the two that people are most interested in. But I'm just interested to know what people are most interested in. Jack is for income. Nick's for health. Yeah, and I feel like people don't realize it, but health is what's going to get them their income. my income has definitely gone up since I've gotten healthy. And this sounds super weird, and hopefully we're all on the same page with this, and we can all be men and not, or and women and not that are not children about this. But people get offended when we acknowledge that we got fat or that we got big, and they feel uncomfortable talking about it. It's like I was a fatty. I was really big. It affected me. I was about to have to go on blood pressure medicines. It was affecting my brain clarity. It affected when somebody in business looks at us and they say, and they're trying to size up if we're trustworthy. If we can't even take care of ourselves, how are we going to take care of their business? If you're a really good salesperson, you can still do it. I did it. I did it big for a long time, but I will tell you, my everything has been so much easier when people see that you're taking care of yourself. They just seem to respect you a little bit more. So that's my goal, is to help others get that same thing. And you can be skinny and be unhealthy. I know a guy who was super skinny, had to have his heart, all sorts of heart operations because he wasn't healthy. So there's a difference between thin and healthy. And so that's another focus that I want to have. Okay, so let's get into what we're going to be talking about today. Before I do, let me pull up my slides so that way you guys can see this. Can you guys all see my screen here? And I do want to say this, that you guys are all going to get an invite from school tonight. And if you don't see that invite, please message me or Sherry, because we need to get everyone into the school. So that way everybody can everyone can see the content as we post it. Everything we're doing today, tomorrow, and the next day will be continually published into the appropriate course section. Don't expect to see all of this week. You'll see the health stuff up. I'll be done editing the income stuff by early next week, and then you'll see the relationship stuff come second. All of the courses that we've ever put out, though, you should go through them, because I build trainings that are timeless. All of my stuff that I build is based on principles, not rules, so that way they can be applied into every aspect, every time. For instance, if you want to grow a SaaS, I have a whole program called SaaS Mode. It's incredible on how to get demo list users. It's the same strategy I use today to get demo list users. It's the same stuff.